The average modern man has three favorite hobbies. Number one is going to be watching porn and jerking off. Number two is going to be playing video games. And then number three is going to be scrolling through social media all day. Now think about this, man. From a woman's perspective, she sees you doing these things. What do you think is going to be going through her mind? Does she think that you're a high value, successful man, or does she think something kind of on the opposing end? Not to fear, Austin Wayne is here to give you some masculine hobbies, some attractive hobbies that you need to develop as a man. We got 11 of them. Let's go. Number one, do not let some douchebag on the internet tell you what is attractive when it comes to your hobbies, like myself. So the first thing, man, whatever you genuinely have a passion for, maybe like you're super into band, maybe you're super into like a specific video game, it's okay. As long as you have the passion and it's not consuming your life. You know, it's just on the side, you do it whenever you have free time. So this is gonna be the key. This is the secret, man. With all of these hobbies, you wanna find something that you were truly passionate about and that sparks the fire inside of you. And this is what's actually attractive to women whenever they see that you are passionate about something. I was raised by James Bond himself. So this man taught me some very high value hobbies that you should have as a man. So it kind of comes down to three. I don't really think they're strong enough to be solo. So the second hobby is going to be the James Bond hobby. So number one, it's going to be cigars. I think smoking cigars is such a badass hobby. You know, like once a week, maybe twice a month, you meet up with the brothers, you go to the cigar lounge, you pick out your favorite flavor from your favorite country. Like, you're a connoisseur. Like, women see this, man, it's so masculine. It is so badass. Number two, alcohol. I don't think anybody should ever really drink to get drunk. But I think whenever you have company over, whenever you have a woman over at your place, you need to know how to make a proper drink. You need to always have alcohol on hand so that you can just be classy, man. Like James Bond, he's gonna know exactly what to order when he goes out. Like whatever your views are on drinking, I will rarely drink, but you need to know how to drink, how to do it in a classy manner, and exactly how to make a drink. The last James Bond hobby is going to be cars. So I grew up around a lot of supercars specifically. Now, obviously, these cost a lot of money. So the thing is, man, with cars and the transportation, it doesn't have to be an expensive vehicle, but it needs to be something that you're passionate about. Like I used to drive Saabs back whenever I lived in the West, man. And Saabs, they're cheap cars. But for me, I had a lot of passion for these, man. I mean, mine was turbocharged, 5-speed manual, black exterior with black leather interior. It was so sexy to me, man. So that's the thing, like, find a car that you can really invest and pour your all into that you truly enjoy, or a motorbike or a motorcycle. This one should pretty much be a given, but you need to be exercising consistently. And now as a trainer, I could go on a whole tangent about the right workout protocol to do, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. What you need to do, you need to find whatever workout protocol you enjoy the best that's gonna give you an aesthetic physique. Now, I've always discussed this. Women's idea of the most aesthetic physique is not a huge bodybuilder, believe it or not. They want someone who looks naturally fit, like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. This is their ideal physique for a man to look like. So if CrossFit gives you this physique, I fucking hate CrossFit. Like, I can go on a rant about CrossFit, but if it works for you, I swear to God, do it, man. Like, women will like it because you have that passion for it and you look fit. So do whatever you need to. I recommend following my protocols, but do whatever workout you need to stay lean and stay aesthetic. All throughout time, one of the most masculine hobbies that anyone could ever do is fighting. This is in our nature as men. We want to fight and we want to kill people. So I think you need to take up some sort of fighting class, maybe just go once a week. Just get that cardio, man, just to really hit something. Personally, I box. I've always boxed since I was a child. People think it's a new hobby of mine, but the reality is I was boxing since I was like 10 years old. So you need to know how to fight, and you need to take up a fighting class that you really kind of have a passion for. Personally, man, boxing's best for me because I got a 7-foot wingspan. Because for me to master my hitting, pretty much no one can even touch me as long as I just knock them out instantly. So just explore the different fighting classes, man, and whatever you enjoy the most, go for it. Most men, they watch sports. They watch football, soccer, basketball. I'm gonna recommend something else. You should actually play a sport. So don't just watch the sports, maybe watch them, but I don't think women, they're not as attracted to that. They're much more attracted when you play this sport. You don't have to be very good at it, man, but maybe you go play soccer or football, depending on the country you're in, and get really good at this sport. You know, like personally, I'm a basketball player. I used to play basketball my entire childhood. I still am very good at basketball, and I love it, man. And women, whenever they see this, whenever they find out about this hobby, they always find it very attractive. So find a sport that you can get very good at, just above average. You know, like as long as you're above average, you can beat some people one-on-one. Like, this is all that matters. If you can play an instrument, this will look sexy as hell. So, I don't tell anybody the instrument that I can play because it's not sexy. Because you got to learn how to play those sexy instruments. Obviously, guitar is going to be like the most attractive instrument that you can learn how to play. And then followed up with some drumming. Drumming is so sick, so badass, man. Like, these are going to be the top two, and then some other instruments you can learn how to play. The only game I advocate you knowing how to play is going to be chess. Now, chess is pretty much a simulation of life because it teaches you how to make the best moves possible with your current situation, with the current cards that you're being dealt. So learn how to play chess and learn how to start excelling in chess. It's pretty easy to learn, man. If you don't know how to play chess, take a day out on a Saturday, on a Sunday, learn all the rules, and then start playing online against the computer. Very attractive hobby for any man to have. This one, not a lot of men really do, man. Especially where I'm from, no one ever does this. But you need to start traveling. Like, this is gonna make you so freaking cultured. Like, whenever a woman finds out you've been to, like, so many different countries, that you've lived in all these different places, they're instantly just turning into a waterfall down there, man. Like, it is such an attractive thing to have, like, to be a man that is well cultured. Like, you're familiar with different countries, some different languages, you know, different greetings. Like, you are so familiar with this, they will instantly be turned on by this. I'm not saying just travel a little bit in your home country. I'm saying, like, go all over, man, go abroad. And really, dude, in 2023, you don't need that much money to even do it. Most jobs you can get are remote these days anyway. So I think if you haven't done it, you need to start traveling, man. This will instantly add to your value as well. Like, whenever you're in their 30s, 40s, a man who has traveled to 20, 30 countries versus staying in his home country his entire life, the value is going to be completely night and day. Obviously, every man needs to be pretty well read. It's going to make you more articulated. It's going to make the brain a lot more high functioning. And so you need to start reading a lot more, man. This will give you more basic knowledge. And yeah, I pretty much suggest always read nonfiction. Don't be that guy like reading Harry Potter's. No offense if that's you. If you really enjoy it, if you're passionate about it, do it. Don't let me tell you what to do. But I think nonfiction, to where you're learning more about life. Like I've always said, I always recommend anything by Robert Greene because it's about human psychology. This will get you ahead more than anything else. Any business book, anything else. If you learn human psychology, you know why humans do things. You know about narcissistic, manipulative people. This will fucking propel you in life, man, if you know a lot more about humans. This is arguably one of the most attractive hobbies that you can have, and it's being outdoors, doing things outside. Because, man, if you can take a woman on a date, you guys go kayaking, you go trekking through some waterfalls, like, you just do some crazy shit outside. This is so freaking attractive. Most of you guys stay indoors all day. Learn how to actually get outside, do some fun stuff. Even when I was in a really boring country, man, before I started traveling, I still made it a point to get outside, go to some waterfalls, get into nature. Like, it doesn't matter where you live. Learn to explore it and get outside. Chicks will always love the guy with an animal, more specifically a dog. So if you have a pet and you can take care of it on a consistent basis, this will automatically up your value, man. Chicks dig this 10 times out of 10. Like, some people get dogs just to pick up women. Like, it is the biggest hack. If you got a photo of you with the dog on your Tinder, you're gonna get like twice the amount of matches because it shows that you're a man who can protect, a man that can take care of something. So it's like that father energy that woman craves. So this is gonna be a huge one. Last but certainly not least, it's going to be cooking. A lot of you guys can't even cook a basic meal. You can't even cook some chicken breast. You can't even cook some eggs. I've seen some people try to roll some tortillas into a burrito. You can't even do it. It's like you're mentally disabled. So you need to know the basics of cooking. And really, man, it's like the most easy thing in the world. Like, I really don't know how men out there cannot cook a basic meal. What's funny is that cooking is mostly seen as a feminine trait, but I kind of think it's much more feminine if you don't know how to cook. It's like you're a fucking 2-year-old. It's like you're a toddler. Like, you can't cook up some chicken breast for yourself, like to hit your macros. Like if you're serious about your fitness goals and you don't know how to cook, bruh, like you're gonna be fucked. Like you have to know how to cook, especially for the macros. Like it doesn't even have to taste good. You just need to know how to put something on a skillet and make it edible. If anybody watching this needs help with their fitness goals, link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation with me, Austin Wayne. Also, if you want to support me, support the channel, kilosleep.com for the best supplements in the fitness industry. We got whey protein, creatine, pre-workout, high growth supplements, everything, man. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and like this video to push it out into the YouTube algorithm. That's it, I'm gone.